So, what do you want to talk about? A lot this week. Well, we're Wrestling Council. Welcome to Wrestling Council. I am your host, Comic Book Bob. Joined as always by my good friend, Hollywood Frank.
Yeah, baby.
Crowns up. You can catch us here every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll talk about all the news in wrestling. You can also catch us on social media. Crawl below. It's also in the description. And yeah, interesting week, man.
Yeah, it is.
A whole bunch of... some of it was good. Some of it was kind of crap.
Watch out for the cops, Baldacito.
Yeah, dude. Oh yeah, God, dude, please, God, be careful this week, man. I don't know what was going on last week, but oh my God, man. Dude, you had us a little worried, brother. A little worried, but yeah, interesting week this week, man.
Yeah.
But how was your week this week?
Okay, it was good. Busy at work.
Me and Frank actually got together today and we're able to grab lunch.
Yeah.
Hang out a little bit. But yep, I'm just waiting to see if Johnny shows up in the last day.
Let's go.
Yeah,
we're first man on the spot, Big Daddy, GOC.
Yep, Big Daddy. Hey yo, what's up, Big Daddy?
Hey yo.
And there he is.
Yeah, oh my God.
Mission accomplished.
Like was it Speak of the Devil and He Shall Appear?
Yep.
Anything happened this week?
Oh, a bunch happened this week. It's gonna be real interesting to talk about.
Maldacito, sup?
Sup, Maldacito?
Sup?
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 Hello.
What's up?
What's up?
But thanks for being here, Maldacito. Leg Kick was here. He said, hello. What's up, Leg Kick? Everybody's slowly trickling in here today. It's kind of a lazy day today, man.
Yeah, Maldacito, focus.
Yeah, focus. Change the banner to something a little bit more logical here. But yeah, real interesting week. Before we get into that, though, I'm going to go ahead and get into our favorite segment, a little something we call... The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. This week it is Frank over here.
HW, time to go.
What you got, brother?
The good. He didn't. Monday Night Raw, not too bad. I will say that. For the most part, not too bad.
Hasn't been bad the last couple of weeks.
The good. We thought it was going to happen. I'm happy it happened. Really am. The heel turn by one Chad Gable.
Thank God. Please let this be the end of all the jokey crap.
He didn't get the win. He didn't win the title, which I didn't expect him to do. I mean, you're going to hold that off to probably have a rematch on Backlash over in France, and we'll see how that goes. But it's nice to see them what we expected. Chad Gable, heel Chad Gable. German suplexing Sami Zayn outside the ring.
Yep, in front
of his family.
In front of his family, yep, going hardcore heel.
Awesome, yeah. Sami selling that ankle lock really good. I mean,
yeah. And Chad looked when he was pissed off. Chad looked like a goddamn murderer, which he should.
And yeah, I hope he gets to do entrance music. Really do. Thanks for joining us, Dylan. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
And even Houdini being in the ring, Mr. With Adam Pearce, Tommaso Ciampa in the ring with Adam Pearce, according to R-Truth.
Oh God, dude. Dude, I'll tell you what, Ron Killings, man, that dude is living his best life, and he's over 50.
Yeah, but the whole thing with he just made the belts appear out of thin air.
Oh my God.
Oh, that was good. They're all laughing. Triple H and they're just having fun. It's just like between Chad Gable turning the heel and R-Truth and there, man, those two segments were good.
Yep.
Big Daddy jumping in. I'm going to jump the gun for his GBU. Not too much good. My bad Rhea Ripley injury and my ugly the all out Wembley video.
Yeah. We'll be talking about that.
Yeah. But that's my good. Just a couple good segments on Monday Night Raw last night. And the belts look nice.
I wish they'd gone a little less round because they're still perfectly round. But outside, dude, it's light years better than those friggin' penny looking pieces of crap they had.
Yeah.
I hated those belts. I didn't even realize that, dude. You know how long those belts have been, that design for those belts have been around?
A couple of years.
Almost 15 years.
It's that long?
Yeah.
Holy crap. Yeah, they need.
Remember, originally it was the copper looking ones.
Yeah.
And then they changed it to the red and blue straps.
Yeah, but those look nice.
God. They were awful.
Definitely a step in the right direction. My bad. Switched up a little bit with Big Daddy, but my bad is the all out fallout.
Yeah.
Or all in fallout. Whatever it was, all in, all out. I can't remember.
It was all in.
All in. Who cares? I said it last time. Who cares? Even if it results in the return of Jack Perry at Dynasty, so what? It I don't get how Tony was in fear for his life. They didn't show anything where he was in fear for his life. There was no audio.
Yeah. It didn't show us anything new. It pretty much showed us everything that we already knew. It just drags that crap all back up again. Like you go back to when we were, when the whole thing first happened and then Punk left and everything. I said, this is going to take, I say it was going to take at least a year for AEW to recover. And we're about 8 months since then. I said it was going to take at least a year. I said by the end of this coming year, they should be, as long as they, like I said, they got Ospreay, they got Okada, they start doing good programming. And, they should be able to recover after about a year. Yeah. After this, I think they just reset the clock.
There was no need for it. Said, if it ends with Perry being back in there and helping the Young Bucks beat FTR at Dynasty, who cares?
Yeah, you could have done all of the if Tony wanted to take a shot back at Punk for what he said, if there was something glaringly obvious within that footage that was contrary to what Punk said, and there were a few minor things, but that's it. It pretty much went down exactly the way he said it, the way that we all knew it supposedly went down.
Just choke him out a little bit.
What's that?
Just choke him out a little bit.
Well, the only thing that was different from what Punk said is Punk said he didn't throw a punch, and he did. It was a shitty punch, and it looked terrible, but it was still a punch. And fair is fair. Punk was 100% the aggressor, but then we already knew that. So all this does is it dredges up the same BS, the same just crap feelings that came from it. And like I said, it feels like they just reset the clock, and it was awful.
And you got no audio, so you don't know what Perry said to Punk.
Because if he said exactly what Punk did, what Punk says he did, then Jack Perry is still a punk ass.
Yeah.
If he didn't, it still doesn't help. So this was another example of Tony Khan being looking like a petulant billionaire little son. That's what this. It's stupid. And the only thing I will say is that people saying that it's like WCW 2000 bad. No, it's not. It's not. And nothing's ever going to be that bad.
Yeah, and I agree with Dylan. It's not finger poke of doom bad, but it is ugly mark for AEW, and it didn't need to happen. It didn't need to come out. Just move on.
Yeah, and then trying to say that they did this to drum up to do the whole storyline with FTR. No, they didn't. They did this in response. This is Tony Khan trying to trying to use what Punk said, and just once again being tone deaf to what people have been trying to tell him, is that in his mind all publicity is good publicity.
Yep.
And it's not, especially not in today's world. It's not.
No.
And somebody needs to get in this guy's ear and get him to stop.
Yeah. And ugly, the injury bug continues, this time in WWE with one women's champion, the longest reigning women's champion, Miss Mommy herself, Rhea Ripley, gone for who knows how long.
Yep. And
several months at least.
Yeah, they're saying they think 3 months. And the thing that really sucks too is it didn't even happen in a match. It happened in a like a backstage segment.
Yeah, with Liv Morgan last week.
Yeah, with Liv.
So they're gonna crown a new champion next week, apparently on Raw. With probably Liv Morgan and who knows who else. Maybe I was reading somewhere it might be Liv and Nia Jax. Yeah, sure not going to be Becky Lynch because she's out for another couple of months with Seth.
Yeah, she and Seth won't be back until probably not this coming pay-per-view, but the pay-per-view after.
And obviously, you don't have Charlotte Flair back, so she can't do it. Honestly, I would go with Bianca Belair, or give what's her name, Tiffany
Stratton.
Yeah. See what she can do.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Mal. Keep your head on a swivel, dude. Oh God.
Yeah. No popo.
Yeah.
No police.
I mean, I've got some things I want to say about this whole thing. But yeah, it's not good. It sucks.
Yeah.
Her getting injured is not great.
Yeah, what it does for Judgment Day, who knows? I mean, her and she was one of the big ones that helped keep the group together and was over. And you can keep her there as a mouthpiece with those guys, but it's not the same.
Yeah, I think she's just going to go away and recover, and like maybe they'll have like a video like where she's talking on a phone or something. But she's gonna leave and she's gonna come back a face, and it's gonna be I think she's gonna come back a face, and it's gonna be her redemption arc against Liv Morgan.
Yeah, I hope they do something like a ladder match. I would have held out the title match for the women's title till Backlash. It's only in a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
but if you're going to do something, put it in some kind of
tournament.
Yeah, some kind of tournament. Or if you're going to do something tomorrow or next week, I'm sorry, a battle royal or a ladder match or something.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to see just two people picked. Like, boop, here we go, two people. Whoopie-doo.
Or because if you're going to do that, do the last two, like do the last two people that held the belt or something. But even that just doesn't make any sense. I don't know. This feels like they just want to get it out of the way.
Yeah.
And they intended to probably put it on Liv, the whole time. But we'll see.
Plus, you got the draft coming up, the 25th and 28th, I think.
Yeah, I would wait till
20,
at least
26th, 28th.
I would wait till at least after the draft.
We'll see.
Yeah.
But that's my GBU.
All right, brother. My GBU, starting off with the good one, Mr. Tama Tonga. Makes his debut in WWE as part of the new bloodline, aligning himself with Solo Sikoa. Obviously, this is going to lead to, I believe this is going to create a faction under The Rock, and this will eventually lead to Rock versus Roman. Maybe at WrestleMania, maybe someplace sometime sooner. But you're going to get two different versions of the bloodline. That way, when Roman does make his return, he'll probably be a face. Yeah. But thinking
two different versions, like the NWO.
Yep.
The red and
red and black. That's what everybody's comparing it to is NWO and NWO Wolf. But that was one good thing that I was very happy to see. Another good thing, you mentioned it, new WWE World Tag Team belts. Good God Almighty, it has been forever and a day, and it's been just needed so badly. Oh my God, I can't. I've said it so many times, and those belts I think are some of the ugliest belts ever. I love the old classic squared off belts. But in these new ones, I wish they weren't so freaking like I'm not fans of like perfectly round belts like that, but it's light years better than the thing that they had. God, those things were awful. And then one last really good piece of what I feel like is a good piece of news this week. Jon Moxley becomes the first person to win the WWE, the AEW, and the IWGP World Heavyweight Championships. He is the new IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. He defeated Tetsuya Naito. And I think Jacob is going to be on Team Solo. And I can't wait for him to show up, dude, because Jacob Fatu, in my personal opinion, is the most talented member of that whole family. That dude is amazing. If you've seen his matches in MLW, oh, good God, I can't wait. Cannot freaking wait. But yeah, congratulations to Jon Moxley. I think this is a good move, but from New Japan, because they need all the help they can get right now. They lost a lot of their top guys. They're struggling a little bit as a promotion.
Is Forbidden Door gonna be just AEW this year? They even got the championship now.
Oh, they got the championship. Yeah, I think what might end up happening, he might end up losing it back to somebody at Forbidden Door. So we'll see who it is. But it doesn't surprise me because Naito always has short championships, and it actually works better when he does. So
yeah.
But that's my good. My bad. 5 minutes of women's wrestling on a 3-hour wrestling show, and people are talking crap about AEW. Dude, give me a freaking break. That's how bad it was this week. 5 minutes. 5 freaking minutes, man. Yeah, man. I don't know what they're doing, but and now with Rhea being hurt, that's going to hurt him even more.
Yep.
Another thing, I mean, and obviously, this is just a little bit of a nitpick, but it is kind of like I'm going, okay, let's pull the trigger on something here. Cody coming out and cutting the exact same promo for the 3rd time since winning at WrestleMania. Guys, there's a ton of momentum coming off WrestleMania. You need to set something up. Now's the time to strike and get a storyline going. And he just came out and he just said the same freaking promo he said for the last, week and a half. So, it's a little thing, but it's something that's got me going. Really, come on, guys, let's go. Come on, sure. And then my bad, the big bad for me is Rhea Ripley being injured and out for at least 3 months. At absolute worst, and we're hoping this isn't the case. It could be upwards of 6. But it's unfortunate. We never like it when somebody gets injured.
Yeah.
And But yeah, and wishing, like you said, wishing her a speedy recovery. And then my ugly
Another ugly?
AEW showing the All In Fight footage does absolutely nothing for them. Tony can make all the excuses he wants. It's just it's not good. It's not good, and it doesn't look good on them.
Just feels petty.
It does. This makes Tony Khan look bush league. This makes him look exactly like what Jim Cornette said he was, a petulant billionaire son. And the footage doesn't lend itself to his whole thing with being feeling like his life was threatened. And the fact, and like we'll talk about it more in a minute, but yeah, it doesn't look good. And we're going to talk about why it doesn't look good in a minute. But this does nothing. And like I said, I think this resets the clock. I think it could take another year for them to start recovering. And which is ridiculous considering, and it messes up the situation with Will Ospreay because they tagged that on the end of it, and it just makes it look even more petty. But like the situation with Will Ospreay and Triple H is a completely different thing. But WWE spent the whole weekend running the guy down, so he had every right to do his little clap back.
Yeah.
But it looks bad because they tacked it on the end of the friggin' All In thing. So it's just, it didn't, congratulations. It got you a little bit of a ratings pop. It makes you look petty, like Frank said. It just wasn't good.
Nope.
But that's my GBU.
What do you got, Johnny?
Let's hit the main event. We gotta talk about this stuff.
Yeah. One thing real quick. I'm gonna drop a link to Big Daddy's YouTube channel here, guys. Big Daddy did the post this week. His pet cat is not doing well. And we've said this many times on this show. Pets are family, guys. So maybe stop over there and check out Big Daddy. Also check out the latest episode of Hey Roma. That's that Big Daddy was on, and they were asking, everybody wants more Big Daddy. Yep, definitely do, because it was a lot of fun. Now, those are cool. Those podcasts with Paul Roma and Mario Mancini. Those are fun, man. Check those guys out. But all right, let's get into it, man.
All right. I've seen them pull a rabbit out of a hat. I've seen birds come out of a hat. I even seen a lady get cut in half and get up and walk away. But I never seen a magician make title belts appear out of thin air.
Dude, I don't care where they came from. They're just so much better than that crap. God, man. I really would like to know who thought those friggin' penny belts were a good idea and that the design was so good that they kept them for so freaking long.
Oh, that was Vince. It's good shit.
Oh, this is such good shit. Oh my God. But yeah, those belts were terrible, man. But yeah, pretty much. So like I said, a lot of stuff happened this weekend. There's no way we're going to be able to hit all of it, but the biggest story, obviously, CM Punk went on Ariel Helwani over WrestleMania weekend, basically went at AEW as you would have expect, because it's Phil. And he gave his version of the story. Now, like I said, there are a few things that are a little disingenuous, but then again, it's Punk. He's always been a diva. He always will be. He's never the bad guy. But
Glad we agree.
Yeah, but I agree that most of what he said is true. Tony is not acting like a boss. And after watching the All In footage, it did not help his case any, because this whole thing literally happened right in front of him, literally like maybe 2 or 3 feet away from him. And he did nothing. Now, let me ask you guys a question. If that happens in front of Triple H, if that happens in front of Vince, well, just say it. If it happens in front of Vince McMahon, if that happens in front of anybody else that has ever run, if it happens in front of Jim Cornette, if that happens in front of anybody else that has ever run a major wrestling promotion, that situation never happens. Okay. If that, and like the fact that Tony Khan did not get out there and get between those two guys and end that thing long before it turned into a fight just lends more proof to what Punk said. Tony Khan, nice guy, is not a boss, doesn't know how to run, doesn't know how to deal with this is a person who doesn't know how to deal with confrontation.
Yep.
This is a person who, and we felt like there was evidence of this through the whole thing, desperately wants everybody to be his friend. And like I said, because he doesn't deal well with confrontation, tries to please everybody and ends up pleasing nobody. This happened because Tony Khan was just flat out being weak.
Yes.
And was not being a leader, was not out there doing what he should be doing. Yeah, Triple H and McMahon would have fired Perry right on the spot before they even think about, yeah. Well, no, here's the thing, though. Maybe they would have fired Jack Perry, maybe they wouldn't have, but what would definitely have happened is that situation would have been ended long before any punches or anything were thrown. And then when it was done, they would drag both of them into a friggin' room and they would sort everything out. And maybe somebody gets fired, maybe somebody doesn't. But
Punk said he told Tony to do something about it, and Tony asked him what he wanted him to do.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Tony Khan is not a leader.
Nope.
He's not the boss. He's a very genial guy, it seems. He's very good at negotiating contracts with people and stuff like that. Basically what it is, Tony Khan is an Uber fan with a buttload of money. And he wanted to have his own wrestling promotion, and Cody was involved but as soon as Cody left, if Cody's still there, this doesn't happen either.
Right.
I guarantee you it doesn't happen because Cody would have injected himself right in the middle of it. But just the idea of showing the footage at all, it did nothing to help AEW's position. It dredges all this back up again. People are, they're right back to where they were 8 months ago when this was 7 or 8 months ago when this whole situation happened. It did not help the company. Tony can make all the excuses he wanted. Oh, well, that was the, FTR and the Bucks, they were on opposite sides of this thing, and it happened. Their last match was at All In, blah, 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 bullshit. Bull crap.
Yep.
You did this because you were mad at Punk.
Yep.
And like I said, this also turns around and it makes Will Ospreay in some eyes of some people look a little bad because they tacked his shot back at Triple H on the end of this thing. So everyone's equating the both of them together, and they shouldn't, because they're two completely different situations. Overall, this does nothing for AEW. Nothing.
But that's Tony Khan for you.
Yeah. Now the question I have is where do they go from here now? Because they just made the whole All In thing a major part of Dynasty. So they're gonna, when Dynasty airs this weekend, that footage is they're gonna show that footage again.
Yep.
They're gonna have to, because they've made it part of the storyline.
They will not. I bet you they won't.
I bet you they will. I got $10 right now. It says they will.
Okay.
Ooh.
Seriously, I'm serious, dude. They have to. They have to, man. Dylan said it's the same old song and dance. I wish able to do something like this to push it into a storyline, but instead Tony chasing his tail on a year-old drama. Yeah, that's the problem. And they didn't need it they didn't need to involve CM Punk in the whole thing. They could have just said that this started at the at All In last year. So, but yeah, and now we're, like I said, we said that Tony made made some really good moves this year. He got Okada, he got Ospreay, he got Mercedes, although they're dropping the ball on Mercedes bad.
Yeah, they are.
They are dropping the ball on her bad. And that I was chatting with Big Daddy over Twitter. I don't think she was completely healed. I think she was healed, but I don't think she was ring ready from her injury. I think she came back and they were trying to bridge the gap of time in between when she was going to be ready and when she wasn't. I think she was healed, but I don't think she was ring ready. And so they did that, but dude, 2 months without wrestling a single match. And some people were saying, well, Punk didn't wrestle for like a month and a half when he first came over, close to 2 months. I said, yeah, but Punk is really, really good on the stick. So he was really entertaining. Mercedes has never been known for having a great promo.
Correct.
So where she shines is in the ring. And unfortunately, this ain't it. This ain't it, Chief. The way they've been doing her, this ain't it. Now, hopefully when she does have that match, she puts on a fire match and that rekindles some people's interest because, like I said, where she shines is in the ring. But every time she's been on the stick so far, it's been pretty bad. But do you think I'm being unfair? Do you think is she are they kind of dropping the ball with her?
They have. But again, if she's not ready to be in the ring, don't rush it and have her be out for an extended period of time.
Well, I wouldn't have brought her into the company until she was ready. Now I understand that they were doing that big business show and everything, whatever, what have you. Fine. Make big business about Okada. Bring her in when she's ready to go, man. You can't bring someone like her in and not have her in the ring for months.
Yeah. Khan, is in Boston, her hometown. He already been paying her money because she had signed months ago.
Yeah.
You want to get a return on your investment.
No, I understand it, but at the same time, I'm like, you're killing her momentum. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what? We'll see at Dynasty.
Yeah. But see here, what else happened this week? Well, obviously, we like I said, at this point, like we're going to finish up the show by talking about Destiny and making our predictions for the show.
Dynasty.
Dynasty, I'm sorry.
And then speaking of injuries, you had Big E, who's possibility he never wrestles again.
Yeah.
He's not medically cleared to come back.
Yeah, I saw that report. He said that the bone growth in his neck was fibrous. It wasn't solid. It's kind of like what happened when I broke my collarbone. I broke my scapula. It's like thready, porous bone growth. It's not real good, soft, strong, solid bone growth. So,
Dylan, I don't think MJF is back till like September.
Okay. Well,
all right.
Well,
there goes that.
One of my speakers just fell. Yeah, I think is the MJF return. I saw something about this injury update.
And facially, I think she still looks the same, just with her makeup and everything, Big Daddy.
I know that he was on a
Edge and Danielson were not supposed to ever wrestle again. Neither was Soraya.
Yeah. MJF just like by the way, just to answer his question, MJF met with AEW about a week ago. He's nowhere near ready to go, so he's out for at least another couple months. So that's where that's at. Does Mercedes look different? I think it's the Hollywood effect. I think she lost a little bit of weight. So that's changing kind of like the way her face looks and everything. I don't think she had any work done. I think it's just she's changed. She kind of changed her look up. She had a much more angular look than she had before. Edge and Danielson we're supposed to never wrestle again.
Yeah, I was talking about Big E because they work with their necks.
Yeah. Well, and Big E said, he's like, never say never, but it's just not looking like it's going to be a thing. Obviously we hope that, something happens and something happens and it changes that, but we don't know. Perry and Kenta flipping off CM Punk. Dude, Kenta's had issues with Punk for a long time, man. Because they both use the same finishing move. But what was it? God. So yeah, so when it comes to Mercedes, I just feel like they're dropping the ball with her. We got to talk about Rhea Ripley's injury. Obviously, she got Rhea Ripley came out on Raw, vacated her title, and then kind of walked off into the injury sunset, as they say.
Yep.
And that's why I and the reception that she got when she comes back, I think she's 100% going to be a face. I think when she comes back, Judgment Day will be no more by then. I think what's the situation that's going to happen between them and Damian Priest is gonna kick off. And they're already kind of like positioning Dom to become a part of Legado Fantasma's group. But how do you guys think? Let me ask you a question. One of the things that people are saying is like some people are upset that she's being forced to vacate the title because Seth was injured for months and he held his belt and he didn't have to, and he held it all the way to WrestleMania. He got injured during the Royal Rumble.
And Roman barely barely put his title up.
Roman was injured for like 2.5 months, close to 3 months as well. Didn't have to wrestle the whole time. She gets injured and literally has to give it up the next week. I think the reason why they're doing it, and now I can see that. I can see why people would be upset about that. I think the reason why they're doing it is that they see a chance to create a storyline out of it. If they weren't already doing the Liv Morgan stuff, I don't think they would force her to surrender her belt. I could see them doing something similar to what they did with Seth and Roman. But I think because they had the Liv Morgan already chambered, I think that's why they're doing it.
Yeah, and also I think you've got Damian Priest as your champion. You've got Awesome Truth as your tag champions.
Ugh.
You got Sami Zayn as your Intercontinental champion. Your women's title with the Judgment Day. They want to get some relevance out of that title, and they need to keep it on TV. Whether it's Liv Morgan is a heel and she joins Judgment Day or something like that, and they kick Rhea out.
I could see after they get rid of Priest, I could see them bringing her in as a replacement for Rhea. Or because remember, Rhea said, because Liv said, I'm going to take everything that you care about. I can see her joining the new version of Judgment Day and going after Dom.
Yeah.
Something like that.
And on a different subject, but on the same thing, you have another faction that could be starting here soon.
Yep.
You know which that one is?
Waiting for you to tell us.
Uncle Howdy, Braun
Oh, yeah.
Strowman, Eric Rowan, and Alexa Bliss with Lily.
Yep, as the Wyatt Six.
Possibility. They had that QR code pop up during the tag match last night.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. Some people were saying that with the QR code thing, what they should do is since people are saying they don't want to Google or look up any of the wrestlers that show up in AEW, but they'll go screaming away searching up those stupid barcodes. They said every time Tony debuts somebody new, he should throw a barcode up on the screen. So, yeah, I mean, I could see that. I wouldn't be against it.
Yeah, because apparently Eric Rowan had to pull out some independent dates because he's signed a contract with somebody.
Yep. Yeah, they said that, and it makes sense. You know, bringing Bo back by himself doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Yeah, Reigns is a paper champion. But bringing him back with Eric Rowan, Braun Strowman, and Alexa Bliss.
Don't forget Lily.
Screw that stupid doll. God, I hate that. That was pure Vince, baby. Pure Vince.
Hey, he's done. He just sold the last of his stock.
Yeah, that was another big freaking piece of news that came out this week. So anybody that, and like I said, you know what, we're just gonna wing it. We're just gonna jump into all these, man.
Sure, why not?
So as we all know, Vince McMahon has been slowly selling off all of his stock in TKO, most likely because he's being forced to. And he has pocketed somewhere in the area of, I believe, $1.7 additional million into his personal bank account, which puts him, depending on which report you believe, puts him somewhere in the area of about 2.4, 2.5 to anywhere as high as 3.1 or something like that, $1 billion. He's got a whole bunch of liquidity. He's got a whole bunch of money.
Excuse me.
And according to one person who has basically multiple people have reported on this, but nobody will say who the high-ranking person is. High-ranking person within Vince's old little clique. That Vince is going to very possibly start a new promotion. And to basically get back at WWE for kicking him out, for pushing him out.
Yep.
He wants revenge.
I can see that happening. I don't believe that's gonna happen.
I highly doubt it for multiple reasons. One, his reputation took a big hit during this whole thing, like a big hit. Now, there's a lot of people that would have no problem jumping ship with him. I'm sure he could get all of his old crew together and they'll all happily suckle at his teat for the rest of their life.
I know he's talking about, brother.
There's a whole bunch of people that he knows in Hollywood and in the entertainment industry that would be willing to help him, even as bad as it looks. And like I said, he's got a buttload of money, and he could probably get a promotion off the ground. But there's no goddamn way it would be anywhere near as strong as WWE. It wouldn't happen. And finally, Vince is almost 80. Okay. He's in great shape for an 80-year-old guy. Yeah, but he's still freaking 80.
Yeah.
He's not going to want to start all over again from 80. Are you kidding me?
No, that's why you and I were talking about it and said maybe he dives into a already established promotion.
I can see him like trying to become. Now here's the thing. I could see him going to Papa Shah Khan. I could go see him going to Papa Khan and being like, hey, let me tell you something here. I could really help you with this promotion of yours and everything here. So I know you don't want me in the front here. It's just I can just make me a small partner, and I can like drive things from behind the scenes. I got lots of connections and blah, 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 blah. Here's the thing. Bobby Shaw don't care about nothing but money. All right. He's indulging his son as long as it doesn't cost him money. Or he sees that like a potential, like a windfall come out of it somewhere. MLW, and there's no way MLW would sell to Vince. There's no way. NWA, Billy Corgan is in a lot of trouble. NWA is man, they're struggling. They're struggling bad. A lot of the goodwill in NWA has been killed by the stupid crap that they've done over the last few years, and losing that TV deal with CW really hurt. Oh, as a backer or by New Japan, I can't see New Japan selling to him.
No.
I could see him. I could see him becoming an investor. I could see him becoming an investor in a lot of places.
Can you see him being an investor with Ogawa?
Rosie?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't really know what kind of person Rosie is. He seems to be well loved and everything, and I have a feeling he probably wouldn't want to deal with Vince's bullshit. But I mean, here's the thing, man. At the end of the day, $2 or $3 billion is a lot of money, man. That's a lot of meal tickets. That's a lot of greased palms. That's a lot of stroke. So I don't know, man. I just have a hard time believing that somebody Vince's age, with his reputation, and so much of the resources available sewn up in other companies, I really don't see him being able to pull that off. So I think it's kind of BS. Now, like you said, I think it's far more feasible that he would try to become an investor to another company and maybe try to hurt WWE that way.
Yeah,
that's a little more feasible. But even that, I'm like, dude, he's freaking 80, and there's not a whole lot of people that would be willing to work with him. Like Shah Khan might be the only one, and that's because, like I said, that dude doesn't care about reputation. He just cares about money. But yeah, that was a weird friggin' story. Trying to see here. What was it? Oh yeah, one real quick thing. Positive thoughts being sent out to Mick Foley, who suffered a concussion. He
wanted to have another extreme match or death match or whatever.
Yeah. He'd been he said he'd been dealing with dizziness and lightheadedness. He thought it was because of driving too much and not sleeping enough. But the doctors said that it looked like concussion. And he not exactly sure how he did it or how it happened. Maybe it's something that just got exacerbated, like an old condition or something like that. But yeah, he said he wanted to come out of retirement and have one final death match to celebrate his 60th birthday. I think a lot of people saw the Sting's final match, and they all got real nostalgic, and they want to kind of like do the same thing.
Yeah, how about they go back and watch Flair's last match and change their mind?
Yeah, that's where I look now. Now here's the thing. I think Mick Foley is probably a little more sturdier than Flair is, even at this point. But dude, I don't want him doing this. This is a bad idea, in my personal opinion.
And Shawn Michaels saying he wouldn't mind having a match with AJ Styles.
Yep. He said he wouldn't mind having. Shawn said he wouldn't mind. And as a matter of fact, AJ said after his current contract at the WWE is up, he's done. He said he's just getting harder and harder for him to, recover, and it's time for him to be with his family. And we know that was a big part of his contract. He had a lighter schedule, which is another thing that made me laugh when Triple H talked about Ospreay being afraid of the grind, when like 5 of his top stars all had lighter schedules and they put into their friggin' contracts. Yeah, dude. And Sean said he would like I said, Sean, I think a bunch of guys saw that final match with Sting, and they're basically jock rocking the same thing for themselves. I would not mind seeing Sean, these guys get the same treatment that Sting did. But some of them, man, they don't need to be in the ring, man. They don't need to be in the ring anymore. Mick Foley has put so much damage on his body. I would be afraid, just like I was with Flair watching that match. Yeah. I mean, do you guys want to see this happen?
No.
Yeah, I understand like I said, I understand wanting to go out in a blaze of glory, and go out on their own terms. But sometimes, man, you just gotta let it go. Sean and AJ just need a Rocky 3 lights out match. Jeez, God, dude. But I mean, maybe you could do like a cinematic style match or something like they did with the Taker.
Yeah, or have the Mountain Dew lights out match like Bray Wyatt and LA Knight had.
God, I feel so bad that was his last. That he was his last big thing in the ring. That's so unfortunate. But all right, so we only got about 10 minutes left here, so we need to go over the card for
Dynasty,
baby. Let me pull up that card. There's some. Here's the thing. One thing that Tony Khan does do well is he books dream matches. And there's some freaking dream matches on this freaking card, man. Oh my God. Let me pull this thing up here. So open image. Well, for God's sake, will you load? What the hell is wrong with you?
Which Carrington is going to come out on top?
Which Carrington? What the hell are you talking about?
Dynasty, the TV show.
Do I look like I watched freaking Dynasty, the TV show? Dude, that was a show for chicks back in the friggin' 80s.
Come on, we know you watched.
90s.
You know you watched it.
No, I didn't. I really didn't.
You were.
What purpose would any red-blooded American man have to watch that show other than to hopefully catch a glimpse of Heather Locklear's boobs or something?
There you go. That's why you watched it. Watched it.
Dude, she's on better shows showing more skin.
Yeah.
So
you even know people that are on it. So I didn't even remember anybody.
Dude, Heather Locklear was in everything though, dude. She was in like 3 shows at once at one point.
All right.
That
man.
All right.
I tell you right there, he already knows half the people. I don't know who shot JR.
JR. Was that? I thought that was
Dallas.
Dallas. Yeah. Something like that. All right.
I love Larry Hagman. He was good.
AEW International Championship. Roderick Strong versus Kyle O'Reilly. Dude, I can't wait. This is going to be a great match. I wish they had spent more time building up the Undisputed Kingdom as a legitimate threat. Linda Evans. I do remember Linda Evans. She was hot. She was very hot for an older woman. Like I said, Roderick Strong versus Kyle O'Reilly, going to be a fantastic match. They're both great wrestlers. I hope Kyle wins. I get the feeling he's not.
I don't think he's
I don't think they're taking that belt off of
Roddy.
Anytime soon. But yeah, it'd be a great match. I just wish they'd built up. The Kingdom as a little bit as strong as they should have been running roughshod over pretty much everybody.
They should have built the storyline up more too, because they just had them attack Kyle O'Reilly the other day.
Dude, more and more, I'm realizing that all those nice long storylines that we got in the first 2 years of AEW, that stuff came from Cody when Cody was the lead booker. It had to, because it's been completely night and day since. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be a good match. Like I said, Roddy and Kyle are two of my favorites. It's unfortunate that Bobby Fish isn't there, but then again, it is what it is. Who you got in this, man? I got Riley. I got Roderick. I got Roddy.
You can take Riley if you want. I got Roddy.
Yeah,
I got Roderick Strong.
Me too.
Yep. I got Roddy. AEW Women's Champion, Timeless Tony Storm versus Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa's winning this, dude. They're going to give her back the belt she never lost. At this point, I don't think Tony needs the belt. She's become the biggest character. She's become the biggest character in AEW. As far as the character wrestling is concerned, she's the biggest character in AEW now. I don't think she needs that belt. Now the only reason I would say leaving it on Tony is if what's her name is coming back soon.
Jamie.
Yeah. If Jamie Hayter's making her come back soon, okay, fine. Leave the belt on Tony and let Jamie take it off of her. But I get the feeling that this is Thunder Rosa's. This is Thunder Rosa's. They're going to give her back the belt she never lost.
Does Mariah May cost Tony the title then?
I could see that.
Set up that storyline.
I can see that. I can see because she's going to betray her at some point.
Yeah.
I can see that happening. I just think Thunder Rosa, since she's come back, she's been putting on some decent matches. She looks good. She's popular. She's very popular.
Yeah,
I'm leaning towards Thunder.
Tony.
It's tough.
You think Tony takes it?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Tony Storm holds on to it.
Like I said, she is the biggest character in AEW right now. I think she's eclipsed Orange Cassidy at this point. I think they make every appearance with her a production. So, which is what they should be doing with friggin' Mercedes.
Yep.
Okay, so you guys got Tony and I've got Thunder Rosa.
Yep.
Cool deal. AEW World Tag Team Championship ladder match. Why are we having another ladder match already? You guys are making these things. Anyway, that's the Young Bucks versus FTR. I got Young Bucks winning this.
I hate to say it, but I got to agree with that.
Yep. I think I'm wrong. I love FTR. They're my favorite tag team. I think they're the best tag team in the world right now. And they're gonna go down in history as one of the greatest ever. But I think storyline wise, I think it fits with the Bucks winning.
I think it's a return of Jack Perry.
Yep.
Plus FTR the titles.
Agree with that.
And then I think after the match, I think you get another tag team comes out
to challenge them.
Yep.
And I know exactly who it is. You know who it is?
Motor City Machine
Guns, baby, who just announced that they signed with AEW. Yeah, I'm 100% with you on that one. But I think the Bucks win, and I think Motor City Machine Guns come out and challenge them afterward. But Johnny, who you got?
I'll take a long bathroom break during that match.
Come on, dude! You gotta don't do F. I know you don't like the Bucks. Don't do FTR like that, man. Come on.
They deserve better, and I don't want to see them on that stage.
It's gonna be. Here's the thing, though, man. Love them or hate them, you know that match is gonna be fire. That match is gonna be fire, man. They always have great matches together. Are they? Is it as good as them and the Briscoes? No. I don't think anybody they're ever going to face is going to be as good as them and Briscoe. But every match they've had with the Bucks has been at least a 3.5 star match. They're great together. But yeah, I got FTR. I mean, I got the Bucks. Frank's got the Bucks. Johnny doesn't give a shit.
Johnny's taking a
Johnny's
a Bono.
He's going to take a Constitution while that match is going on, and he's going to dream about Fragile Phil.
He's going to be dropping some kids off in the pool.
And I'll be having a better time doing that.
He's going to be losing a couple calories.
Yeah.
Okay. AEW Continental Championship, Kazuchika Okada versus Pac. This has the potential to be match of the night. There's three possible contenders for match of the night, for match of the year on this card.
All right.
One of them, is this one right here, Kazuchika Okada versus Pac.
Okada, baby.
I got Okada winning here. Big Daddy Linda Evans lives up here near me. Is she still alive?
Yeah.
Holy crap. Oh my God. I thought, how old is she? I have to look this up now.
Oh my God.
She's 81. Holy shit. All right. Hey, good on you. Yeah, Okada's awesome. Pac's awesome. The match is going to be fire. Even though I'll be honest, man, I'm not feeling the Continental Classic title. I don't like the way that it's being used. It's being used as another belt instead of a tournament title thing. I know what it is. They're doing a was it King of New Japan title thing that they've been doing, which I just don't like, which that was Okada's baby too. So Okada's going to get pushed up until Omega returns. Oh yeah, dude. And he should be, they should be making Okada out to be freaking unstoppable.
Yep.
Build towards that rematch with Kenny, which that's going to be freaking dope.
Yeah.
I got Okada. You got Okada.
Okada, yeah. Johnny, who you got?
Okada as well. No
Right.
one's gonna hit back anything anytime soon.
Yeah, I don't see him eating a loss for a while. Will Ospreay versus Bryan Danielson. This is probably going to be match of the night.
Yes.
Again, like I said, Tony Khan, for all of his faults, he's extremely good at booking these dream matches. And Big Daddy saw her. He says, I saw her at my airport a couple of times. She lives in Federal Way, Washington. Oh shit. I mean, like I said, it's the best wrestler in the world today, going up against the best technical wrestler in the world. Even with Zack Sabre Jr. after on his farewell tour. And like I said, Bryan Danielson is just going to have banger match after banger match before he leaves. So this thing is going to be freaking. This is my pick to be match of the night, and I got Ospreay winning this.
So do I.
Yep.
Yeah, Ospreay is another guy that I think they're going to push the moon. Yep, crowns up, baby. I don't see him even potentially, possibly eating a loss until maybe All In, depending on who he's up against again at All In. And the guy that he's up against at All In may be the winner between the two that we're about to talk about. World Heavyweight Champion Samoa Joe.
Going over to that one. Wow.
Well, there isn't anything else. Oh,
yeah,
wait,
there is.
there is. There's two other
two
ones.
more matches.
I forgot. Okay, let's go to those first. Trios match: Copeland, Eddie Kingston, Mark Briscoe versus House of Black. I got House of Black winning this. Although, what was that name that Copeland came up with them? The rated Chicken Hawks or something like that. And dude, the look that Mark Briscoe had on his face when he said that, he's in the back of kind of in the background, and he looks at the camera and he's got this look on his face like, yo, dog, that's pretty good. It was awesome. It was hilarious. I love Mark Briscoe. Eddie Kingston, the problem, he said, you're using words that I don't understand. This will be a fun match, man. But I don't see. They need to push House of Black and make them. I see them. I actually see House of Black taking this. What do you think?
No.
You don't think so? Redneck Chicken Hawks.
Yeah, Redneck Chicken Hawks are winning.
You think so?
Yep.
Redneck Chicken Hawks. All right. It's such a stupid. It's so funny though. Oh my god, I was dying when I saw this. TBS champion Julia Hart versus Willow Nightingale.
Julia Hart.
You think Julia Hart's winning? You know she's injured, right?
I know, but if they're not a dynasty, if they're setting up Willow Nightingale, what is it? When at All Out, right?
I believe so.
All Out for her versus Mercedes, whoever versus Mercedes. Wow. Oh no, let's go with Willow Nightingale.
Yeah, I think
so they can set up Mercedes versus Nightingale.
Yep.
Because she took the title off of Mercedes in Japan
when she was injured. Yeah, that's how she got
injured. So it's payback for Mercedes coming up.
Yeah, that's it's basically the same. It's their version of the story with Liv and Rhea.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got Willow Nightingale winning this one. All right, and that leads us to the other possible candidate for match of the year, and the winner of this is probably going to go on to face Ospreay at All In. Samoa Joe versus Swerve Strickland, dude. This has been the best built storyline that they've had in that company, probably in the last year. They completely crapped the bed with the Devil storyline. They were able to spin Joe and MJF out of that storyline, and then with then Joe with Hangman and Swerve, they spun this storyline out of that. The storyline surrounding those three guys has been the best thing in AEW.
Yep.
And it's finally coming to a head exactly the way that we said we wanted it to. Joe got to have a nice, decent, long run instead of being a transitional champion, which I think was the smartest thing they could possibly do. And Swerve finally getting his due. Like I said, WWE's got to be Triple H has got to be screaming at Vince for letting this guy go. Swerve has been on fire. I can't wait for this match. And I got Swerve winning.
Yeah. Whose house?
Swerve's house, baby.
New AEW World Champion.
Yep. And I think when is All In? All In 2024. 2024. August 25th. So from now to August would be what? May, June, July, August. That'd be 4.5, almost 5 months. That's a decent title run. Most of the title runs have been right around 5 or 6 months, except for the first three runs and MJF's run were close to a year, at least close to a year, and then MJF's was like a year and a half. When will Adam Cole return? He should be coming back soon, because he just appeared like about 3 weeks, a month ago. He appeared on a gaming channel show with no boot or anything. He was just walking around. So he'll be back probably, I say, another couple months. Honestly, I think we may not see him until All In, and they'll build to something with him. They're going to build to something with him and MJF. Obviously, I think All In is where they're going to shoot for, because All In is, again, it's going to be All In has basically become AEW's WrestleMania. So, but yeah, I got going back to this match. Again, like I said, this thing it's going to be a contender for match of the year. Like I said, there's 3 matches on this, potentially 4 that have maybe match of the year. I say they're going to be at least 4-star matches between them. The Bucks and FTR, Kata, Pac, Danielson, Ospreay, and Joe Swerve. Those are going to be fire. So it's going to be a great pay-per-view. Hopefully Tony will actually build some storylines coming out of it. Wouldn't hold my breath.
Yeah.
But like I said, the one thing you can count on AEW to do is put on banger matches. Anything else you guys want to add real quick here? Or
I'm good.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think that's it for us this week. Like I said, there was a whole bunch of stories this week, guys. We were just kind of all over the place, trying to hit on all of them. Just a massive news week this week.
Oh yeah.
Crazy. Just one major story after the other. Hopefully things will slow down a little bit. But yeah, pay-per-view should be fun. Appreciate everybody being here. Yep. Will he side with O'Reilly? When Cole comes back, I doubt it.
No.
Yeah. But thanks, Big Daddy. Leg kick. Maldacito.
Dylan.
Looking to see. I can't remember if anybody else stopped in. Everybody that was lurking. Everybody else that would be watching later, guys. We greatly appreciate it. Once the Miss Sarah, yep, there she is. I knew she was there somewhere. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, I said after the stream posts, leave a message, and we'll see you guys next week. Have a good one, guys. Bye.